YouTube. How are you today? It's Melanie here. Just thought I would finally come up with my monthly update. The update for August should have been done August 9th, and as we sit here today, it's August 24th, so I am a couple of weeks late. I apologize. No real excuses, just no excuses. Okay, so as you all know, I'll just get right to the stats. Started the process at 251, had gastric bypass February of this year, so that makes me officially 6 months out. On August 9th, I weighed 177 pounds, and that was a loss from July 9th through to August 9th of 7 pounds. One of the things I'd like to talk about real quick when we talk about stats is I want to tell you newbies, if you're just starting out the process, please measure yourself. Do your measurements of your body. You can choose what you want to measure, if you want to measure every little thing, whatever, but just measure your body, because when the scale isn't moving, sometimes the measurements move. And even if the scale is moving, sometimes you just won't believe how much you have lost in inches. And I'm going to give you some examples of that, okay? So when I started this process in June of 2008, I did take my measurements, and I'm going to tell you about them, okay? Okay, my chest was 55 inches, my neck was 18 and a quarter, my upper arm were 11 and a half, belly button, and I guess would be your waist, was 51 and a half, my hips were 48, and my thighs 19 and 3/4. As of August 6th, my waist was 41 inches, that's a loss of 10 inches. My chest was 44 inches, loss of 11 inches. My arms were 10 and 3/4, loss of 3/4 of an inch. Hips are 40, loss of 8 inches. Thighs, 19 and a quarter, loss of half inch. So you can see where most of my weight that I have to lose, of course, is in my chest, my waist, and my hips. So I think that's pretty good. I've lost a total of 70 plus pounds. Don't know the exact numbers. Like I said, I started at 251. I'm now 177. Well, I'm not 177, but I was 177 as of August 9th. I'm a little less than that now. So I'm happy. I've had some issues with diabetes numbers just in the last 2 to 3 weeks. My diabetes numbers in the morning have shot up from 130s to 200s. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. And I'm changing up my insulin. I was taking 1 shot a day, 20 units, so now I'm taking 2 shots a day, 10 units at night and 10 units in the morning, and see if that has something to do with it. Because my sugar numbers are so high in the morning, we may just go ahead and put the 1 shot before I go to bed. As you all know, this was the main reason I had the surgery. The weight is an extra benefit for me, but the main reason is I want to put my diabetes in remission or cure it, whatever you want to call it. And it's a very hard process when you're a diabetic. The weight comes off slower. It's a lot harder because when you're still on insulin, insulin makes you gain weight or retain weight. And so this is a hard process for me. And just the sugar numbers going up is kind of devastating to me. So I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. The nutritionist is working with me, the doctors are working with me, but it is it's a little devastating. I have had diabetes for 16 years, and for people who haven't had it for a long time, the best way that I can explain it, and a doctor explained it to me, your pancreas is kind of like a factory. So let's just say you got a factory in your body, and your factory is maybe not producing insulin, not using the insulin right, so it basically shuts down, and that's what my factory is done. It's shut down. So it's been shut down for 16 years. So now we're trying to get the factory back open. And if you know anything, if you think about it, a business has been closed for 16 years, and now you're trying to try all these different ways to get the factory to open up and get that factory to be working. That tells you the process that I'm dealing with. When your factory's only been closed a year or two, or then it's easier for you to get the factory running right and everything. So that's just something you have to look at. And it was very, I just had to think about it in that way, that I've had it for so long that, it's going to be a long process to get things rolling again. So I'm just looking at it in that positive way that, hey, look how far it comes. So that's a good thing. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, for the gastric bypassing, just a couple little shout outs. Betty, what happened to you in Baltimore? I know Baltimore's still there, so what's going on? I need to see a video from you or an email updating me what's going on in your life. I know you're busy, but 30 seconds, you can do a 30-second video just like that. Cross Pecan, Susan, I'm patiently waiting. I know you're patiently waiting too, but I can't wait till you come down here and get your surgery so I can come, visit you in the hospital. But I have to admit, Susan, you're doing awesome. Not having the surgery and the weight you've lost on your own, dieting and everything is just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So, you know what? You like Ruby on the Sound Network. You know what? You can be Ruby. So either way, if you get the surgery or don't get the surgery, you can do it. Angie Baby, same thing. No surgery, and look at the weight you've lost. Look at all the success you've had. But you know what? Don't give up on that denial letter, okay? Get working at it, because when you least expect it, that's when you're going to get approved. You're not going to believe it. And if you don't get approved, look at all the weight you've lost so far. You're doing an excellent job. So I wish I had the willpower and courage of both of you ladies, because it's unbelievable. Okay, enough about gastric bypass. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to do a quick note. Today is August 24th, and I have officially been married 20 years today. I know, I can't believe it. I know, it's because I look so young that you cannot believe I've been married 20 years. Yeah, I was a child bride. Ha ha ha. But it's an interesting story, because I met my husband in November of '88, and we, quote, officially dated till March of '89. Then he was shipped off to Okinawa, Japan. So from March, April, May, and June, basically it was letters and phone calls. Then he asked me to marry him. So I flew over to Okinawa, and lived in Sin for a couple of months, and we got married. So totally, we knew each other 9 months before we got married, okay? 9 months, that's it. We came from different parts of the country. He is from upstate New York. I'm here in San Antonio, Texas. So that tells you that you can know somebody 40 years, you can know somebody 40 minutes, 4 months, 9 months, whatever. It doesn't matter. The key to success is what you put into your marriage. Okay? So, anybody can be married 20 years. So just think about that. And people always ask me, what is the key to your marriage? And I have to admit, the key to our marriage is laughter. We laugh all the time. We have hard times just like everybody else. We fight just like everybody else. But I don't know what it is. Our sense of humor and just the laughter that we keep in our household keeps us together. So, love you, honey. And all I gotta say is, thank you, E for Bunny. Bye bye. See you later, YouTube. Bye.